I'm Katie. I'm a wife, mom. I work full time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best and have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener in the color light medium. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product. I'm going to show you my technique for applying it. I'm going to do a wear test and let you know what my overall thoughts are of the product. So let's get into this. So before I talk about any products, I always get questions about what I'm wearing on my eyes and my lips. So I love to incorporate it into my videos so I don't forget. Today on the eyes, I'm wearing the It Cosmetics Superhero No Tug eyeshadow stick in Silk Armor. I love this because it just really helps to brighten up the eye and balance out the tone of the lid, which is gonna help you look more awake and give you a more youthful appearance. I love it. It's so easy to apply, blend out. Definitely recommend checking it out. On the lips, I'm wearing the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in the color Supermodel. This is such a great spring color. I love the shine, absolutely beautiful on the lips. I'm wearing my Ultra Human ring to track my sleeps and my steps. I'm wearing my Sally Hansen Insta Dry in ASAP Apples. I'm wearing my Lululemon headband and my Target ribbed t-shirt. All of the products that I'm sharing with you today throughout this entire video, I'll be sure to post my affiliate link down in the description so you can go and shop the products. Thank you so much in advance for using that affiliate link because that is what allows me to continually bring you new product reviews to the channel every single week. In addition to having my affiliate links down in the description, I also have the links so you can go and watch the dedicated reviews and tutorials that I've done on all of the products that I'm mentioning. If you're like me, you love a really good deal on makeup and skincare, make sure you subscribe to my weekly email list. The link to subscribe is down in the description. And last but not least, after spending years using different planners and not really finding one that I loved, I decided to make one myself. I love to not only keep track of like what's going on day to day, but set goals, track my habits, have my to-do list. I want all of that in one planner, and I wasn't really finding one that worked for me, so I made it my own. I made it available to you. It's over on Amazon, so the link to shop my planners is down in the description as well. But let's get into this video. So I was recently shopping at TJ Maxx and I saw this e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener, and I was really excited about it because it looked very, very similar to my Catrice under eye brightener. And so I was like, okay, I want to compare these because when you buy them online, they are quite literally the exact same price. So stay tuned because I am going to do a comparison video. Today though, we're just strictly talking about the e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product now. This is supposed to be like a really easy way to brighten and smooth the under eye area. It does only cost $6. It comes in 6 different shades. And it's really designed to color correct the appearance of dark circles, prime your under eye for concealer, and really help to brighten up that under eye to give you a refreshed and well-rested look. So again, it has these color correcting peach tones to it, as well as illuminating pearls that really reduce the appearance of dark circles very, very quickly. It does have the unique putty formula that offers that medium coverage. It blends out really, really well, and it stays smooth underneath the eyes, and it's gonna help extend the wear of your concealer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 2 different application techniques. I'm gonna just apply it how I would personally wear it. I don't typically wear a ton of concealer because I don't struggle with a lot of darkness underneath the eyes, but then I'll come back and I'll show you how you can wear it with a concealer and if that option works. Now this does have a really skin loving ingredients like squalene and hyaluronic acid. These are going to really allow that hydration and nourishment for the under eye area so that it stays looking smooth and fresh all day long. e.l.f. products are vegan and cruelty free, and they're free from harmful ingredients like phthalates, parabens, and more. So let's get into the first way that I would apply this product. I started to apply this and I hadn't turned the video on, so I'm taking a little bit of my Unique Bare You BB Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm taking this all over the skin before I go in with this concealer. Just taking that, blending it all out. I'm using my Unique Kabuki brush. If you want like a little bit more coverage, you can go in with a little bit more product. I always just recommend starting out with a little bit and then adding more if you want more. I love this. It looks so natural on the skin and just can give you really amazing, flawless looking coverage. Very natural looking, so good. And because it kind of comes in ranges and not necessarily like a specific tone, it really blends into the skin and you can wear a variety of shades. All right, so now that I've gone in with that BB cream, now I'm gonna go in with the under eye product. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this up. Maybe. Oh my word, let me just rip into this packaging. I'm gonna start with a little bit of product. Like I said, same with the whole concept of the foundation. Just going in with a little bit of product underneath the eye. I didn't put a lot of foundation underneath the eye, but look at that. You can see just blurring that under eye so nicely, quickly. Just take that, press it into the skin. I do think that it's a little bit lighter than the Catrice, but stay tuned. I'm gonna do a comparison video soon. Let me see if I go in here and kind of cover up a little bit of the acne here. You can see it's really close. This one's really close to my natural skin tone. Maybe just like I said, just a little bit of additional coverage, nothing too crazy. So not only could you use this underneath the eye because it's going to be really, really hydrating, but you can also use it to kind of add some additional coverage on the face if it's like a good color match for you. All right, now the next thing that I like to do is I like to make sure that I set that product quickly because again, it's very, very hydrating. And I don't want it to crease underneath the eyes. I love this Tarte Creaseless Setting Powder. This is the shade Translucent. And I just take a little bit there onto that puff. Just tap it underneath the eyes here. And this is gonna help make sure that that under eye product does not crease and just looks absolutely flawless. So I take a little bit of that powder. It's finely milled. And then I just take my setting powder brush, kind of dust off any excess. But look at that. Underneath the eye just looks so good and bright. The real test though is going to be how it wears throughout the day. So does it crease throughout the day where it just doesn't look good? Stay tuned. I'll be back to give you my thoughts. Okay, so end of the day, let's take a look in the mirror and see. This under eye brightener is not bunching or creasing underneath the eyes, which is awesome. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try it with a little bit of concealer, but honestly, I'm so impressed with how it looks on its own, you all. So I'll be back tomorrow to do this whole concealer check. Before I apply the product, before I apply concealer, I always start out with a face primer. I'm gonna use the iconic London Velvet Smooth Pore Refining Primer. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this all over the face. This is gonna help really fill in some of those fine lines and wrinkles. And I just kind of take it, massage it into the skin. This is one of my tried and true face primers that I really, really like. And for best results, I'm gonna let this sit for 5 minutes before I come back to apply concealer. So stay tuned. Put on a little bit of my Armani liquid eyeshadow in Sparkle. Now I'm going to put on a little bit of foundation. I'm going to be using the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment Primer with SPF 30. This is the shade Medium. I absolutely love this foundation. It is just a great tint. And it blends so nicely into the skin. Looks really natural looking. I'm going to take it everywhere but right underneath the eyes. You can see, look at that, going onto the skin so nicely, giving me some light to medium coverage, nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of that concealer. Now that I have that foundation on, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the shade 29 in light medium, and I'm gonna just take a little bit of that concealer underneath the eyes here. And again, I'm just gonna use my unique kabuki brush to tap that into place, blend it out, blend it into that foundation. You can see going on really nicely and just really helping to brighten the under eyes, fabulous. Love it. Love the way that this concealer wears. I've done a whole dedicated video on it. So now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. product. Take a little bit of that e.l.f. product. Now for me personally, I don't typically like to add anything else once I put on my concealer underneath the eyes. I feel like it can make it get a little bit too heavy and thick underneath the eyes. I'm going to just take that product, press it into the skin. But it does seem to be brightening it up a little bit more. And that is a really good concealer too. So looking at the product underneath the eyes looks really, really smooth. I'm honestly shocked. Like I thought that it was going to maybe be a little bit too thick, too heavy underneath the eyes, but I do also feel like it's helped to brighten things up. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Creaseless Setting Powder. I love this for setting the concealer, especially. I'm just gonna take the little powder puff that it comes with, and the powder is very finely milled, and so it just goes on like a dream. And just pressing that product on. This is gonna really make sure that it doesn't crease or budge. Just like that. All right, so I'll be back at the end of the day and let you know how this is wearing. Stay tuned. So end of the day, and I am shocked. Like this has worn really, really well on top of the concealer. I was not expecting that at all. I really thought it was gonna get bunchy and creasy. I really thought this seemed so bizarre to put this on top of your concealer, and sure enough, I was wrong. You want to put it underneath, so that's what I'm going to show you now. I'm going to go in, I'm going to take a little bit of that. I put on my Tarte BB tinted moisturizer. I'm going to go in now underneath the eyes with that eye brightener. And I think what I'm going to be able to do, because I'm putting this on first, is I'm going to be able to get away with using much less concealer. Look at that. I love the way that this looks on its own. Personally, that's like, I think my go-to way that I'm going to use this eye brightener, but let's just try it because it said you can take a little bit of your concealer. So now I'm going to go in. I'm going to just kind of swipe a little bit. I'm going to use that on both, whatever excess. I'm going to wipe that off. And I'm gonna just take my finger, press that into the skin. You could use a sponge, you could use a brush. I like the warmth from my finger to kind of just melt it into the skin. There we go. Fabulous. I love that. This is much more making sense to do it this way. I really honestly, I don't know how I got confused in doing it the other way, but love the way that that looks. And we know that it's gonna wear really, really well. I feel like doing this method, yes, it's one more step, but you can use a lot less concealer and it's just really brightening up that under eye. I'm gonna just take my kabuki brush, kind of make sure I don't have any harsh lines there, kind of just blend that in with the foundation. But there you have it. Okay, that is how to do it. Now, with that said, I definitely typically follow the first process that I shared with you in wearing this product and just using this and this alone versus putting it on top of a concealer. I just personally don't like to wear that much makeup underneath the eye because I do think that you can be a little bit more susceptible to bunching and creasing, which can make you look older. But just know that I was successful in the wear test, so I can see how they would promote it that way. So there you have it. I definitely recommend checking out this product. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a comparison video with the Catrice so we can see which one we like better. But if you like this type of video where I share with you multiple ways to use a product, tell you my preferred method, my overall thoughts and review of the product, give me a thumbs up and let me know that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that way anytime I post a new video, you're notified. Have a great day. If you're looking for another under eye product video,